Are you a new artist just starting out? You don't have a huge budget and you're confused about what pencils to buy? In this video today, I'm going to run through exactly how I can help you and how you can get 120 colours from just 12, not 12, 10 plus 2 pencils. Keep watching. Welcome back to my channel. I am Benita from Benita Doodles. So as I mentioned in the intro, I'm going to show you how you can get 120 colours. It's a little bit shiny, just from having 12 pencils. Now these are faber-castell and they come in a 12 pack and they average around, depending on where you get them from, they average around £15 to £17. I have seen some for 20, so have a good shop around. I get a lot of my pencils from Paper Story. If you haven't heard of them before, I shall pop a link in the description below. They're a really good shop. I do get a lot of my stuff from there. If I can't get them from there, I get them from Amazon. I've also popped down below my affiliate links in there for you so you can have a look as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to swap to a bit of a time lapse in a moment, and the only reason I'm time lapsing it is because it took nearly an hour, in fact I think it took over an hour, to produce this total sheet. Now I am going to do it in the Pablos for you as well, because not everybody has Polychromos. Some prefer the Caran d'Ache Pablo. I'm going to do it in those 12 as well. So I'll explain why we do the time lapse, exactly how we're going to produce our 120 colours, but I wanted to show you that you didn't have to have a massive budget to get started out. In fact, I didn't either. I literally had, when I had a project to do, I went and got the colours I needed for the project. But as I say, for those of you with not a lot of budget at the moment, or you're just starting out and you don't want to spend a lot of money on buying pencils that you may not necessarily get along with, keep watching and I shall explain exactly what we're going to do. In the description below, there is going to be a link where you can actually download this sheet so you don't have to try and work it out and print it yourself. How it works is you get your sheet and you'll see that on the left hand side as you go down the list it says your first layer, and if you have a look across the top it says your second layer. Now I made a boo-boo, so I'm going to talk over it and hopefully you'll ignore it. And I tried to quicken the process essentially and colour each row with the same colour, but I accidentally put the white going down instead of across. So please ignore what I'm doing here. I've put it in there basically to show you that we all make mistakes. We're all human. You know, we all mess up every now and then. I'm not afraid to admit it. But if you head to the link below, it will take you to my Facebook page and you'll be able to download it from there. And if for any reason you don't have a Facebook page, it's absolutely fine. Please pop a comment below and I shall look at possibly trying to get it hosted somewhere else. So as I realised I obviously messed up, I decided then to continue to what I was going to be doing and actually doing it row by row rather than square by square. You'll see when I get to about the fourth layer, because I wanted to try and neaten it up really, because those of you that are not new to me are aware how much I can't bear seeing paper through colour pencil. So I decided to actually go for 4 layers in the end. Now I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to painfully sit here and watch me colour for well over an hour. And yeah, we'll go on to the time lapse now. So the colours that are included in the tin is black, phthalo blue, magenta, walnut brown, emerald green, light ultramarine, burnt ochre, light green, dark cadmium orange, deep scarlet red, white and cadmium yellow. I haven't necessarily put them in this order on the sheet, but you can put them in any order you want. It's just a case of making sure that your first layer is going from left to right and your second layer is going from top to bottom. As I mentioned earlier that I am not a particular fan of seeing paper through colour pencil, I decided to actually add 2 more layers on. So once I'd done my first and second layer, I then just repeated the process. So my third layer was going from left to right and my fourth and final layer was going from top to bottom. I did start to do it box by box as I reached the third and fourth layer, purely because I wanted to concentrate on making sure that I got them burnished, which is why it was so shiny in the very beginning. You can use blending solution, but I recommend having more layers down because you don't get a proper view really if you only have a few light layers. You're going to see in the process, once we start going down from our top to bottom, just simply how quick it is to make a various set of colours. And if you do this chart, you have a constant chart available to you that should you need to find a colour or find something at least pretty close, then you can just pop your chart out, have a look to see what the two colour combinations are. Now let's not forget that without getting overly complicated, there is more than two combinations available. There are hundreds, but today I thought we would just do the 120 so you could see just how much of a range there actually is with just a mere 12 pencils. But if you added a third colour or a fourth colour, you know then that you're adding up to maybe 400 colours, I suppose. So yeah, just have a play with it. It's quite fun to do actually. It's quite fun to see all the various colours come to life in front of your eyes, so it's quite a fun exercise to do. I would probably be a little bit neater than I was here, but my arm was actually starting to ache quite a great deal about halfway through because I was working in such large areas and I was going straight across it in one go rather than working square on square. But it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You get the gist. And you know, budgets are tight when you're starting out. You know, if you're a student and you don't particularly have good quality grade pencils, do this with whatever set of pencils that you have. Just make a chart up with all the colours that you have going down and then across, and then it doesn't matter what brand of pencil you have, you can do exactly the same chart to be able to see what colour combinations you will get and what results will be achieved just by using those 12 pencils. I'm hoping to expand the visual range for you. So I've already mentioned that I'm going to be doing the Pablo. I'm also going to be doing this on the Spectrum Noir colour blend pencils as well, because as I say, I'm all about affordability and not everyone can afford these big, shiny, beautiful, very large packs of pencils. So this is a really good alternative way of showing you how you can get a real good variety of colours. I haven't done it in a picture because I didn't want to overcomplicate the process, and I just wanted to see, or show you I should say, really how easy it is just to get a set of extra colours out of the 12. I'd love to know what you think and whether you've given this a go before, because it would be interesting to see what your thoughts are. You know, even if you go away and have a go and come back and let me know, I'd really love to know your results. I do have a Facebook group, Anita Doodles Art Share. You can always share in there. You can come and find me on Instagram, come and tag me on that, and I'm also on Twitter, so I'm pretty much everywhere. So just come find me, tag me, and yeah, I'd love to see your results. The rest is self-explanatory, so I'm not going to waffle on through the rest of the video. I shall leave you in peace with a little bit of soothing music just to let the rest of the video go by.